Hey there, how are you?
Good.
Good. I'm so glad. Now, Christmas is coming up.
It is.
Yes,
I'm
it's
very excited.
Yes. We've got a Christmas episode next week. Make sure you guys tune in for that. We've got a special one for that one.
Next week.
That's
wow.
right. It came up quick, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah. Next week is our Christmas episode. So this is the pre-Christmas episode with this is
like the Christmas Eve gift.
Christmas Eve gift. This is episode 22. We are doing the 2010 movie The A-Team.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, that's better.
Bum, bum,
Mine
bum,
sounded
bum.
kind of like The
Bum,
Price
bum,
is
bum,
Right.
bum, bum. You got to use the drums. Bum, 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 bum. That was the drum part.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
You were quite ready for
I
that,
was
were you?
not prepared.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Now, so I don't know about you. I grew up on this show.
Yes. We watched the A-Team growing up.
Yes. Knight Rider,
It was a family favorite.
A-Team, and straight up Longfellow Hawk, and the Airwolf.
Airwolf.
Oh, baby.
We did not watch Airwolf,
Oh,
I have to say, but A-Team
100%.
was definitely a show that
Mandatory.
we watched for sure.
Yeah. And I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, MacGyver. Now, see.
MacGyver.
Yes. Now, MacGyver and A-Team, they both kind of had this same,
a little bit of the similar premise.
I think a lot of Xers out there are like, yeah, this is what they believe. They could do anything.
Yeah.
You're like,
all you
man.
need is some duct tape and some fireworks.
And some welding skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh man, the door in my bedroom door is weird. I can fix that. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom. Yes.
Yeah. Great stuff.
Good stuff. I did have big expectation for the A-Team. And of course.
Yeah. What a fun idea to make a movie.
Yeah. I mean, and of course, like, knowing who was in it. Liam Neeson is. I mean.
Well, they're all pretty awesome.
Yeah, of course. Bradley Cooper, blah, blah, blah.
I didn't mind this grouping of guys together. I thought they had good chemistry. I thought it was a good group.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the casting at all.
No, yeah. They were all very good.
Yeah. Thought it was a lot of fun.
They're just, I think the biggest issues, and we'll get into it, is just there was a lot of in telling, a retelling of something that's beloved.
Mm-hmm.
You got to bring something new to it.
Sure.
But you also have to keep, pieces of it as is, because that's why we loved it in the first place.
Right. You've got to keep the foundation of what the show was.
Right. I mean,
but then build on it or.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
it's just
it can't be its own thing.
Yeah, I think of it like this: like you have the base, but you pivot and move to a different angle and see it in a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of what I was hoping for this, and it didn't quite keep the sentiment there, which is why I was kind of frustrated. I was like, we got to do the A-Team.
Okay,
got to do that one.
Yeah, Yeah, let's tackle it.
So for summer, if you have no idea what the A-Team is, then number one, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you if you don't know what the A-Team is.
If this movie was your first introduction
yes.
to the A-Team,
then man, ouch.
Then maybe you weren't disappointed with it because
you might be like, that's okay.
Maybe didn't know what to expect from it.
Yeah.
But for those of us who sort of had the expectation of what it should be from watching the show,
right.
there was a little bit of disappointment there for sure.
And I'll say, like, if you go back and watch some of the episodes of the A-Team, I'm not saying that these were masterpieces.
Right.
Okay? They were 80s and 90s, like, I don't remember when the last show was, but a lot of times in those episodes you could do things and people are like, huh? What was that all about? And it's like, it's okay. It just made sense to us.
That's right.
But it's not perfect.
They were not
heart. The heart of it was
the heart of it, and the kind of the concept behind what this team was.
Right.
I feel like was good.
Everything.
It was good, and that's. I mean, the movie needed to be built on those same concepts.
Right. And we'll get to that. But like, I mean, obviously the key of these guys are good guys, but they're set up as bad guys. But people that have done bad, but they're going to keep on doing good because really in their hearts, they're good guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's just kind of jump into the summary.
Yeah.
Of this film, and we'll go from there. The A-Team. This is the 2010 version, the movie retelling. It follows 4 elite soldiers.
Yes.
Right. We got the mastermind Hannibal. We got the charming, can get anything done face man.
Face.
I know. I feel like whenever they were originally doing the concept of this one, they were like, okay, this guy is going to be really charming. He's going to have disguises and stuff. So what can we call him? I don't know. I mean, we'll just just call him Face for now. We'll plug something in later,
and it just stuck,
like Vector or Laser or some kind of
Vector. Maybe they thought Face would be just like a super cool name, super cool nickname for this guy.
Yeah, it stuck. It was
Do we ever know what his name actually is, or is he just Face?
No, we know his name.
Oh.
I don't know his name.
I don't know his name, but he has a name.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah. And then there's also B.A.
Right.
Baracus. Yeah. And the very unstable Murdoch.
Right.
Which both actors of Murdoch in the TV show and in the film, I thought were very good. They were very funny.
Yeah.
I dug them. I thought they did a great job.
Yeah. It's a fun character to play.
Right. Oh, yeah. Now, okay, so these guys formed this kind of unit. It's a unit that they work together and they do their thing.
They're a team. Some would say.
Yeah. And they were framed for a crime that they didn't commit. Okay. After a covert mission in Iraq goes like crazy sideways, which they pull off. They completely do the mission.
Successful.
Perfectly. But then they're stripped from they're stripped of their ranks. They're dishonorably discharged. And then they're put in prison. And then, of course, they escape, and they're hunted by their own government, right? Isn't that always the way?
Yes.
And, of course, they kind of break out of this, trying to break out of the mold of this thing by going rogue, right? They break out of what they're expected to do from the government. And they go rogue. They use their unique skills, and they, do the kind of creative, crazy plans that doesn't think that they're going to work correctly, but of course, ta-da, they do.
Right.
And they just pull off the impossible missions, right? And it's like, it's supposed to be the elite type forces, right? The top of the top, the A-Team, right? Right. And it's kind of
alpha team.
The alpha team, right? They are all alphas, sort of. Right? And it just kind of reinforces the ideas of friendship, loyalty, what it means to fight for the right things, right? And then it's the whole thing is always formed around, the idea of Hannibal saying, I love it when a plan comes together.
He does say that
a lot.
He does say that a lot.
Now, here's the thing. In this episode, a lot of episodes we've done, several of them, I have proposed a lot of ideas, like, oh, they should do this and they do this. But a lot of times I feel like I'm rewriting, like, the whole film, and the thing is, I feel like this film sort of just straight up, they chose the wrong concept for this film.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of times in this podcast, I'm just like, and this thing should happen. And if you're like going, well, what? How? You know what? That would be a rewrite, a complete rewrite of this. So what I'm saying is I feel like these kinds of things should be happening, but I'm not necessarily going to be like, and here's the lines. And here's the plan they should have enacted. Yeah, like
you're not coming up with the plan.
No. I'm not saying like, oh, and then he reveals this and he pulls this trick here, and that's not the point of this.
And in the end, it was actually a monkey behind the curtain.
Right. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say, here's the ideas that I would have liked to have seen.
Right.
Does that make sense?
We're talking about principles, premises.
Right.
Kind of the feel of the movie.
Not just a critique, though. I'm not just going to give a critique.
No. How they could have fixed
those things to make
without
it really...
kind of filling in all of the details.
Right.
We're not going to be the writers for this.
And sometimes we kind of do. This one just felt very different to me as we were going through it. I'm like, well, here's the idea. Because it's such a layered plan.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
And I think we can just, can we just say it off the bat that it should have been a better plan.
It should have been a better plan.
This whole movie should have been a plan. That they're enacting.
Right.
And
that's the
didn't really
didn't play.
It didn't really happen that way.
So that's basically, that's what the film was. What we liked. I loved the killer cast, man. I thought they were incredible.
Yeah.
I think they were a little underutilized because of how it was written. I thought they had really cool stunts. I thought they edited it pretty terribly, but I thought there were some cool, fun stunts in there. But I just really thought the cast was great.
Yeah, I felt like they tried to. I agree with you. I loved the cast. I liked the humor in it. There was a lot of funny kind of moments in the film, the way they interacted with each other, even the bad guys, even the way the bad guys interacted with each other, it was meant to be kind of funny. I enjoyed all of that. Yeah. But I agree with you. I felt like well, I think there was a lot of times. Sorry, I totally lost my place.
in your mind. That's okay.
Well, I had something I was going to say, and I just
blinked, and it was gone.
What did you say that I agreed with? Say it again.
I said there's a really cool stunts and really cool cast that just did kind of underutilized.
Oh, the editing. That's where I was going. Sorry.
It's okay. Nobody will notice. Not a single person heard that part.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Just pretend none of that happened. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
When you say the editing, I do feel like they tried to make it feel more action packed than it was.
Yeah.
Through the the short clip editing that they did. Like, oh, we're on this guy. No, now we're on this guy. Now now he's on the ground. It was a little bit chaotic.
Right.
And you could kind of see through it. As an audience member, I feel like you could kind of see through what what was actually happening.
Agreed. So, hot take misstep. I've got a couple. Why don't you've got one, right? For this one? Yeah, sure. Okay, go for it.
I guess my biggest misstep was the way they explained the mission.
The first mission.
Well, not the mission where not the epilogue, like not where they meet in Mexico, but like their first mission as a team.
To get these plates.
Not their first mission, but the mission that we see.
It's the 81st mission.
The first mission that we as an audience see them do as a team, which is the whole thing of this movie, the whole thing that gets them in trouble and sends them to prison in the first place.
Right.
It was the way they set it up was so very, very confusing.
Yeah. You're talking about the one where it was like, we need these plates, and then the CIA guy comes in. He's like, well, we got to do this thing.
Okay, so right, like they're on this army base, I'm assuming, and all of a sudden, all of these people are like coming into the base, and they're all saying different things. Like she's like, don't go into Baghdad, and the CIA guy is like, you have to go into Baghdad, and you're like, wait, who's who and who? Like, he's the CIA, which as an audience member watching it. And an American, I'm like, okay, so he's the good guy, right? And then, but then she's like part of the army too, and she's like, don't you dare do it. It was so absolutely confusing.
And then the
general's like,
tell you what to do.
He's like, you need to walk away from this. You need to walk away from it.
But
and
wink,
then
wink, wink.
A few seconds later, we show them toasting to the fact that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
As it played out throughout the movie, obviously, I just rolled with it and I caught on, but I was thoroughly confused.
That 81st mission, gotcha.
I was like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
Why are they going on this mission? I get it. Plates, whatever. I get it, right? They're not these plates. We're supposed to get these plates. That wasn't the confusing part. It was like, why? Why are some people telling you yes and some telling you no? I did not understand the politics.
It was confusing.
Or anything that was going on behind it.
Well, my hot take misstep here is the character of B.A. I mean, he's supposed to be this bad dude.
Yeah.
And the whole, like, second and third act was like this dilemma of tranquility and peace that once he was in prison, he was like, all of a sudden, I don't want to do violence.
Yeah.
I'm like, my gosh.
Where did that come from?
What a stupid, like, you're trying to do character growth, and I'll get it. I totally understand character growth. But that's what you chose to do. You chose the guy that's supposed to be the muscle to not be the muscle.
Well, and then his growth was that he actually
went back
becomes violent again at the end. And we're supposed to be like, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about.
No, don't get into that.
It's just, it was bizarre. It was such a bizarre.
He needed to be who he was going to be.
Yeah.
And it was so silly to me. And then the other one is...
Then the movie would not have changed that much if they didn't have that plot point in there.
Wouldn't have changed anything, really. The other one is the van, the iconic van at the very beginning gets completely destroyed. And I was so angry. And it never comes back.
It never comes back.
Ugh, boo.
Never comes back. Like, we thought it might be
Hated
rebuilt.
That. Yeah.
No.
All right, let's jump in Act 1. Let's do it.
Okay.
The origin story here. Man, it was rushed, confusing. It races through this weird, convoluted storyline at the very beginning. There's a blur. The mission of, like, kind of explosions and,
Yeah, there's no context to what's happening. We have no idea, which is fine if the purpose of it was to show how well they work together.
Right. And the thing is, but that's not,
But that's not what was happening.
We never see what makes them special before the chaos even hits.
This was
BA,
about them meeting.
Yeah, BA just happens to be in the desert.
Yeah.
Right? And meets Hannibal and what?
Right.
Just happens to meet him.
And Hannibal shoots him.
Yes, and then...
Before realizing that...
The only two that were linked was Face and Hannibal. And then they just happen upon Murdoch in this hospital.
It was... Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. There was no... Why are we starting with how they met?
Yeah.
When they're already...
Yeah, it was frustrating.
They already should have been...
Yeah, linked for the fix. So that's it.
A team.
They should have been a team that already bonded in the fire of like, missions. They were already formed, okay? We need to fall in love with them, like, in a mission in progress.
Right.
Okay? There are so many great examples of films that did this. Literally, and I'm going to refer to these two main ones, Mission Impossible and Ocean's 11. Okay?
Ocean's 11, yeah.
Mission Impossible, the first Mission Impossible, they were already mid-mission when we see the team already formed. They're doing the thing, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that's cool, man. This team should have been in the middle of helping somebody do their thing. And it's the Black Ops. It's, going off the rails in the most A-team spectacular way.
Right.
And each member's already showing their skills off with Hannibal's planning and Face's. Like, and the other one, and I'm going to mention it now, Face was charming throughout every, episode. And Bradley Cooper, that's why they got him. He's, of course, very charming.
Right.
But he wasn't Face just because he was handsome.
Yeah.
Like, he had disguises and stuff like that. Like, again, modernize that. Like, again, I know that Mission Impossible had the thing where they used the disguises in the fullest. They should have done that way more.
Right.
In this show.
Right.
Like, done tons of disguise. They did this one disguise at the end, but it wasn't even Face doing it.
It wasn't
even him. I'm like, oh, God, why? Anyway, And then, of course, you're going to need to show off BA's muscle here, and then Murdoch being crazy. That should have been the first mission that we see them doing. They're already bonded. They're already going. They're right in the middle of this, like, heist kind of orchestra. You know what I mean?
Right.
Already in the middle of it. But then, here's the thing. This mission that they first accomplished that we see right here is a mission that they're doing together that later becomes the reason they're set up in this mission that brings them down. Okay? So there's a really cool thing that happens, and then they can jump. They can go 8 years later or 8
Sure.
They can jump time.
I
don't mind that.
I don't care about that, but yeah, I agree with you.
The first mission of them like, oh, I'm a ranger too. Dude, what?
Yeah, just kind of happening upon each other.
Yeah, look, and that's the thing. These teams, they form together because it's like, I want the best of the best, and this guy, I've seen what he does. I want him part of my team. They are the A team.
Right.
They should have been formed by what they had already done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And just happening upon each other. What?
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. It would not, and it could not, should not work that way.
And yeah, it wasn't a good start. I'm with you. I don't mind them kind of being in the middle of this conflict that they have to get out of.
Yeah.
I don't even really mind not understanding the full context of what's happening in that first scene.
Absolutely. You don't need to.
If the point of it is to show us how they work together as a team and their different personalities.
Like, I moved my hand and you were already reaching for the thing,
and their skill set in that, within that.
Right.
Really, the only person they set up was Hannibal, showing that he's the planner. Right?
Yeah, kind of.
He makes a plan.
Yeah, because like they did the, now you're in U.S. soil, and they're like, ha, 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 so cool.
Like, that was my intention all along.
Like, that was such a weird... Anyway, that's, again, the heart of this, and I'll get to this in a couple points later, but I think this all keys on Hannibal from the very beginning, and it should have, and it really kind of didn't. So
yeah.
The next one, the tone kind of swings between this gritty war type flick and cartoon logic. Like, it just, it goes like, it's like Black Hawk Down, and then next time it's Looney Tunes. And it's just silly. And some of it, like, kind of is because of Murdoch, but, like, I liked his jokes, but it's like, I didn't know whether we were supposed to laugh or take it seriously. And that's kind of the charm of the original. They were committed to the action of it, right? And that's the fix, guys. It's got to be, you got to commit to this chaotic absurdity of what they're doing. Like whenever he is breaking BA out of the bus and he does the harpoon and he jumps, and that should not work.
Right.
But those are the kind of things I wanted to see throughout the whole movie, right? And again, I'll get to this a little bit later, but whenever they're like breaking things down, and like, I loved seeing them form the stuff, but the only time they ever did that was at the very beginning when they had all the resources in the world.
Right.
And he steals like the flagpole to make the zip line handle. And I'm like, why would you even do that? You have the backing of the military.
Exactly.
Why would you? Man, I'm going to steal this pipe from this.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to steal the door off of this van.
We need a magnet to... What?
And so we have to jury rig one.
If they had done... Basically, they were like, you're shut down. You don't... To make sure, we're going to make sure you don't have any resources. Okay. But that was never even mentioned.
Well, it was covert. I mean, they said it was covert. It was off the books.
Wouldn't you, like, but if it's covert, wouldn't you go steal something rather than making a big show of needing the garage to weld things together and get airbags? And I'm just saying, it's just...
Yeah, it's like they
silly.
had to create their own weapons and their own...
Yes. It's for the fix of
devices.
it, you've got to just make sure... The A-Team always worked best when it knows that it's kind of ridiculous, but it just plays it straight, right? So it is like, Mission Impossible, but it's kind of like The Nice Guys. It's Mission Impossible. I don't know if you've ever seen The Nice Guys. Maybe you have. I don't know him. But it's like you got these outlandish stunts, but the characters are grounded and they're like super serious with it. It's not slapstick. It's like when they're flying a tank. Right? That's kind of cool. That's one of the bigger stunts in the film.
Right.
But he should be dead serious about it. Like, and whenever there's just one parachute coming down, they're like, all right, we know what to like they've done it 100 times. Right. And here we go. We know exactly what not to do. There's never a question of like, boss, are you sure? Ever.
Oh, that rippled through the movie.
Yeah.
This kind of
what should we do?
Uncertainty
was bugging the dog out of me.
Of what do we do next? What's going to happen now? And there were even times when Hannibal was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
And I'm
going
to harp on that. That one is that's really the biggest change in the whole movie. All right. So number 3, I felt like the emotional core was kind of missing. It keeps telling us like, the team is a family. And when did we see that?
Yeah.
When did we see that their bond their bond looked transactional, not like soulful and meaningful. It was like,
well, they showed each other their tattoos.
Yeah. And that's all they needed.
That's all Hannibal needed.
Yeah. Not cool.
Yeah. He was like, oh, whoa.
Right.
Now that I see that you're a ranger.
Ranger. Right.
Now we're bonded forever.
Right. So for a fix, I think it needs to be, we show the price of the loyalty, right?
Yeah.
And here's what I mean. In that first mission, you set it up right at the beginning. The first mission, there's moments of sacrifice that we see to make sure that the mission is happening and the orders were followed. Like maybe FaZe has to endure abuse that's beyond, what we think he should, to give up a team member or whatever, and to give them time to get the pieces in place. He's like, I know they're going to be there, and I'll take whatever it needs to be, to get there. They kind of, showing like Hannibal getting punched and then pulling the pin and handcuffing dogs together. I was like, what? That's what they started with?
Yeah.
But like if you show that the price of loyalty, it'll show how far they'll go for each other.
Yes.
Right? And that's the key to that.
Yes, that's what we needed. We needed to see the brotherhood.
Right. And we just didn't. Act 2. It's kind of the fall, right? Big plan, no heart. That's basically where I felt we were at. The central plot, and here's the big ones, guys. The central plot was just a mess of double cross and conspiracies and confusing CIA agents. And
so confusing. Again, back to that.
Muddy.
I was like, who is this guy? He ended up being a major plot point, and he was not set up
really at all. And I
was literally like, why is he here? What's he doing? Why is he contradicting everybody? Why does he
doesn't know the order of like what should be?
Right. Who is he?
We don't know.
Why does he have the authority to tell them to get the plates back?
Exactly.
And what does he have to do with it afterwards? And why, when he comes to break him out of jail, is he so smug about everything? It's like, dude, you're the one that told us to go do this in the first place. All of it.
Yeah.
His whole role was just really weird.
Very confusing. That's just, it devolves into this overcomplicated nonsense, really is what it is. No clarity at all.
It was complicated. It was complicated in the wrong way.
Yes. And that's the thing. We loved what the original show was. People in need, and they create a plan, and then they fix it. Right? In this circumstance, they were the people in need.
Yeah.
Okay? So how do they fix it? They've got to do that in that creative, interesting way. Right?
Yes.
So here's the fix. And here's the big one. And I'm going to come back to this point so many times. Okay, so here we go. Hannibal, in that first mission that we saw that was going to be important and good, instead of like getting FaZe out of... Because again, do we even know what the first mission was? It looked like Hannibal just wanted to like go in there and get with that woman. That was the plan. I'm like, I guess.
Yeah, well, it looked like FaZe had an affair, and Hannibal was,
needed to get him out of it.
Was just trying to get him out of it.
I don't... Anyway.
Anyway.
All right. So Hannibal should have missed something in the first plan that we imagined should happen.
Right. In the fixed version.
In the opening, but then they had to pay for it, right? They were arrested. Okay. And Hannibal then, of course, Hannibal then has 6 months to plan, right? He says, give me a minute, I'm good. Give me an hour, I'm great.
Yeah.
For 6 months, I'm unstoppable. Okay, so look, everything after that moment was planned. Every single thing.
Every step.
Exactly. Even when we think it's chaos and they're losing, it's part of the plan.
It's part of the plan.
Part of the plan, right?
Again, kind of like Ocean's 11.
Right.
Danny had all that time to plan.
Exactly.
In prison. And by the time he came out,
he had the full...
There was literally nothing that happened in that movie that wasn't planned by him.
Exactly.
From the beginning.
And when I think about stories like this, I think of like the classic Sherlock Holmes stories. And that's the thing. The twist of Morrison, like his good buddy being in on the plates that were stolen or whatever.
Right.
And he should have been way more of like this ingenious guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's like the Moriarty to Hannibal's Sherlock.
Okay.
The idea here is if Hannibal knows that he's really smart, but he thought he was on the good side.
Yeah.
He had he was just deceived. Whenever he's in prison, he goes, I know exactly who this is. He worked it out.
Right.
He's not like, I don't know who this Arab is.
It's Morrison?
He should have gone, I know exactly who it is. There's nobody else that could have done this.
Right. He's worked it out.
That's right. And so from the very beginning of this thing, whenever he gets out of prison, everything is part of the entire film is moving pieces that reveal Hannibal's plan.
Yes, and then of course that then goes back to the show.
Right.
The actual TV series, because that's what we wanted. I think as an audience, that's what we wanted to see.
Anybody.
We wanted to see the plan coming together. That's what we wanted to see.
Anybody, they talk about, Murdoch is crazy and silly and the van, but they all talk about the plan. I love it when the plan comes together. Everybody knows that line.
Yeah.
And in this one, I love it when a plan is not formed.
Yeah.
And I love it when the plan doesn't work. And it's like, that's why it didn't work for me. Everything after the escape, once they got, set up for that, it should have been 100% part of the plan.
Part of the plan. Yep.
And yeah. So anyway.
So that's the major fix.
That's the major fix of this.
That would have changed the vibe, the feel, kind of everything about the movie would have been we might not know every part of the plan and it might surprise us, Right. But we need to see that it's all part of the plan. They don't need to get to a point where they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Or what's going to happen next.
And truthfully, even like the plates itself of like the money and all that, I honestly, I don't know that I really, really cared, but like I felt it should have been whatever they did that got them arrested should have been way more personal. Like this thing actually and how it affected each one of them. Like they all had a tie in it, not this kind of random money thing.
Right.
But that's just me.
Yeah.
So
no, I agree. I think that would have been a lot better if it could have been something that, I don't know, that had more consequences, something that was on a deeper level. The plates, it didn't even.
Yeah.
I still didn't even understand at the end of it, like, why did the CIA guy want the plates? Did he literally he was just going to make his own money?
I guess. I don't know.
I don't even understand his motivations other than the fact that he wanted the plates. I don't know why he wanted them.
The mission that gets them in trouble should be super supremely personal to each one of them. Like, the reason that blah, blah, blah. And again, it ties into that first mission where we meet them.
Yes.
It calls that back in. So that's what I would do there. All right. Well, there you go. So we're already deep into Act 2 here. We're cruising along. The action scenes. Okay, I did like the action scenes. I did, but I felt like they were a little over edited and a little weightless in their construction here. The big, like the cargo plane tank drop was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
And it was inventive, but I mean, it needed, again, all of those things need to have a destination. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like they just kept doing these random.
They can't just be lucky.
Yeah.
Over and over and over.
Then it's just it's not a thing. Okay, so for a fix, there's a destination, and the plan is like a chess game, not a fireworks show. Even though they use fireworks several times.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you think back to the original show, the signature moment is when they're all putting those things together using stuff that you didn't normally use, right? They're straight MacGyvering everything.
Right.
They played that card way too early, right? In the when they were with the military at the very beginning. Now is when they're doing that.
Right.
Now is when they're putting those things together. We see their ingenuity of, modifying these things to make the plan move in the direction they wanted to move. And each action, each beat of this should show you Hannibal's strategy. And it unfolds in layers with payoffs that you don't even see coming, right? So we go back to like that Ocean's 11, but seriously, Ocean's 11, but with rocket launchers.
Right. There, yeah, exactly. So you've got the master planner, and then you've got all of these kind of moments where we're like, aha, it's being revealed to us.
Right.
And then, even though we're getting glimpses and little revelations of what the plan is, there's still the surprise at the end of, it's even more of a twist than what we thought it was going to be.
Exactly. So say there's an ambush that happens, and it's like total chaos, but it reveals itself to be this meticulously timed escape built around a single piece of misdirection, right? Mm-hmm. That's cool. The audience should just be like, laughing at the cleverness of, that was fun. And they go, I get, they did this little moment here. Because you're right. Remember at the very end, Hannibal even says the phrase, look, they're like, what's the plan? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
And I'm like, dude, you should know. You're Hannibal.
Well, and then Yeah. He doesn't even
come up with the final plan.
He doesn't even make the plan.
Face does.
At the end, it's
and I'm like,
Face.
No,
it's Face that comes up with the plan.
Look.
What is happening here?
Yeah. I mean, if it was the whole idea of he gives that over to Face to show him that was never even set up. Like Face was, if Hannibal had been like, I can't do this forever. I've got to need somebody to take over this, blah, blah, blah. I can't do that. You can.
Right.
That was never said.
That was not part of the plot.
No.
It was literally just Hannibal had no idea where to go from here.
And that's
Face,
a boo.
Face was like, I got this.
Yeah. That's a total boo. Again, everything after that 6 months in prison should have been, this is my plan, y'all.
And he set it up when he said, you give me 6 months, I'm unstoppable. Well, apparently, you were stopped.
You're very stoppable
by a few wrenches that were thrown into your plan, and then somebody else had to make the final plan.
Right. So the next one, the middle, just lacks any stakes or consequences. Really, the team is really pretty much winning all the way through, and it's like, they have no fear that they're going to lose anything. They're just like, they don't know what they're doing, but it's all luck.
It's all luck.
It's all luck.
And they just blind belief that it's all going to work out okay.
And so for a fix, I think it'd be interesting if they do lose something. Like Murdoch gets captured, or, Face.
Or maybe we think they lose something. But
that's my next line. You got it. Go for it.
I was gonna say we think there's been a big loss, but then we see that it's all part of the plan.
Yes.
And we're like, ha.
So that's the thing. You feel like there's kind of this burn of failure, and the audience thinks that they're capable of losing, but it's in fact part of the plan, right?
So
you need to
like,
look like
okay.
they're fallible and like, oh no, this is
Yeah.
a terrible thing.
Right.
But it gives consequences and stakes because they're not just winning because of they luckily do this. They failed. And we're like, oh crap. But in fact.
But yeah. But in fact, it's all part of the plan. So, I mean, even like in the actual film, okay?
Right.
Murdoch goes into this end thing with this big helmet.
Right. Covering his
metal
face. Right.
thing on his head. Well, they showed that to us.
They showed us.
We knew.
Yeah.
We knew when he got shot that he wasn't actually shot. We knew he was wearing the helmet. They made it very clear.
Very clear. With ketchup packs and everything.
They showed the ketchup packs long before this scene ever happened. And so it wasn't like when he got shot, we as the audience were like, oh no.
He's dead for real.
Oh no, he really did fail.
Right.
And then we were surprised when, but alas, he's alive.
Yeah,
No. We knew
shocked.
we knew.
Yeah.
We already knew the plan. And so, I mean, to me, I think you're right. We need to think that they actually failed. We need to think that they actually lost one of the team members or something happened that was actually devastating, and then actually surprise us with, but it was part of the plan.
Part of the plan. So Act 3, the payoff here at the end, the climax was just kind of just noise. It was
a lot of blowing
noise.
stuff up.
The port finale, it's exploding containers, cranes, decoy ships, but it was super empty. You know, I actually read a quote whenever I was looking for like different, when this was put out, blah, blah, and it said that they compared this film to watching somebody shake a toy box full of firecrackers. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I didn't want to misquote anybody. I just kind of summarized some ideas. I'm like, yeah, that kind of is. It's like if you light a bunch of firecrackers and put them in a toy box and we're like,
and then just shake it around.
Shake it around.
That
was kind of the ending.
Yeah, and again, maybe
chaos,
maybe it was because they didn't have it choreographed very well, or
the plan was
they wanted to distract from the fact that it wasn't a great plan, or that they had already showed us what the plan was. I don't know, but yeah, they tried to kind of trade this visual chaos for actual
like clever
maneuvers of the chess game.
So for a fix here, the finale needs to be the magic trick.
Yeah,
you strip it back to what the A team is, right? You outsmart overwhelming odds through flair and teamwork.
Yeah.
The climax has got to hinge on that impossible plan, right?
Right.
That reveals itself in reverse.
Right. You don't realize you're in checkmate until you're in checkmate.
Yes. It's something that's like so crazy, but it's like con artistry, right? And it's choreographed and it's beautiful.
Yes.
And the joy comes from like realizing how clever everything was set up earlier in that final gotcha.
Yes.
Right? That's what we wanted.
Absolutely.
And it just was like, I mean, there was a moment where face at the end, it was like, what do we do now? We're ad-libbing. No.
Yeah.
You are not ad-libbing.
Don't say that to us.
Don't say that. It's
like
just,
we're expecting all of this to be, well orchestrated.
And that's the thing. Look, it just,
because when you say that, it's dumb luck.
it's just dumb luck.
The only way they succeed is just dumb luck.
You can't
That
just
is
keep
not.
dumb-
That's not what the A team
you can't
is.
keep dumb lucking 80 missions, and
No.
it needs to be because the plan was so good that
there was no room for
And
ad lib.
Exactly. I mean, so I just recently watched Sherlock again because I love that film. Mm-hmm. And he's in that fight sequence where he's fighting the guy in the boxing ring.
Right.
And we've seen all the stuff. He sees every move ahead of time and
Right.
goes boom, 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 boom.
And how he's going to counter.
And that's what Hannibal should do. He should know this is going to happen. He needs to be a full-on genius.
Yeah, exactly.
And making him just kind of like smart and sort of. He should have been that
He's
guy.
not just a leader.
That's right. And that's why I said
they made Hannibal in the film just a good leader.
And that's why they could have elevated from the TV show and really made him something special.
Yeah.
Made him, that's how you elevate it to make it perfect in the movie. You make him more than just a guy who has a plan for this simple little thing. He thought of, and he says it in this one. He's like, oh, when you think 3 or 4 moves ahead, he should have even gone further. He's like, you don't just think 3 or 4 moves ahead, you think 30 moves ahead.
Right.
And you think to the finish line.
Right.
And you work the plan until it's not just like it works. It can't go wrong.
It can't go wrong.
It can't go wrong. Right?
Right.
And that's what it should have been. So, kind of lastly here, the ending doesn't really, again, end. It doesn't emotionally. The A-Team is rearrested.
Yeah.
And it sets up kind of sequels, sort of. And that's it. It's just closing.
Well,
no
I think
closure.
it sets up this idea that they're still wanted by the government.
Yeah, but there's no reflection, no punch at all. And then, again, the end of the film should have been what the creed of the A-Team is, which is the arrest was part of the final plan.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be arrested. They knew they weren't going to get a final thing because they knew that they had found out that the judge that was going to try them was also, he got away, but he's not. They didn't have any evidence on him. If they go back, they're going to get buried again. So they're like, as they were going in and doing all the stuff, they found out about that. They told the girl, here's why we're going to escape.
Yeah.
And it's part of our plan, but just know we're on your side. Oh. And she's like, she realizes what it is, and Face has a little bit of, connection back to this girl that he actually did love, right?
Yes.
And it's just not some like past key and a kiss, and he's like, look what I've got, this thing, we're going to escape. It was always the plan to get rearrested. Yeah. So that they can go out on the lam, because they knew that they could not. They'd go back to jail. It was just they wanted to do the right thing, clear their name, and take care of business. But now they're going to go do what they're supposed to do, right? Right. And we're seeing them heading off into the distance as fugitives, ready to take on,
ready to help people, not just do things for the government anymore, but to actually help people in need.
Exactly, which is where we left where the TV show picked up.
That's right.
Right, and so that should have been the ending. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, kind of in closing here, A-Team should have been the ultimate love letter, right? To ingenuity and brains and brawn and brotherhood.
Yes,
right?
all the things.
All the things.
All the things we wanted.
Not just kind of a loud trailer for itself.
Not just a bunch of guys telling jokes to each other.
Yeah. By giving them, I think, more heart and a little bit, the biggest thing, the plan. Making Hannibal the Sherlock of the military. Yes. Right? Mm-hmm. It could have replaced kind of the chaos that the reboot had, and kind of redefine an action ensemble. And that's the thing. I was really hoping that this could be something more than just a one-off, and that's definitely the A-Team could have been bigger than explosions. I mean,
the A-Team. Can you imagine how many missions we could have seen them on? Yeah. Because this could have been a franchise.
It could have absolutely been a franchise. It could have had.
I mean, the amount of things that there's no end.
There's no end.
There's no end to missions that this team could have gone on.
Like, exactly. Mission Impossible ran for 1 billion movies, made $1 billion, and that was just one guy. Yeah. Right? One Tom Cruise. Yeah. And this was a team that was already beloved and ready to go and could have killed it, right?
If they had just set up who these guys are.
Right.
And kind of laid the foundation.
Right. Set the correct style and the correct tone.
And the correct tone. They could have built on this. Yeah. Absolutely.
We didn't need more explosions. We need smarter plans. We needed strategy and the style to give it the soul that it needed. Yes. Right? And that's what we were looking for. Absolutely. To make the plan come together. There it is.
That's it.
Well, folks, that's our A-Team explanation and kind of reset for the A-Team. We do love this franchise. And
love it. It was an entertaining movie. I enjoyed a lot of it. Yeah. But I definitely think they missed the mark. On just a few things. Yeah. And it's too bad. It's too bad because I really could have, I
would have liked to watch more.
I would have watched every one of these movies if they had done it the right way. Absolutely.
Right. So anyway, that's it. Like I said, next week is our Christmas episode.
Yay!
You guys make sure you tune in and share, and you guys have a great holiday, and we'll see you then.
Bye-bye.